Alhamdulillah, salatu salam ala rasulillah. So one of the virtues of taqwa is that it increases your nobility, your real nobility, which is in the sight of Allah azawajal. Human beings, we're designed, Allah azawajal, He calls us dhulumanjahula, that we are oppressive and we are ignorant. And so you'll always find human beings, and it meant, times large groups of human beings who seek to establish their dominance or their superiority over another group of people, and they'll use that by their race or their ethnicity or their gender, and they deem that to be a reason for them to be superior over others. And Allah Azza wa Jal, He says that the way that Allah Azza wa Jal sees superiority one over the other is through taqwa. Allah Azza wa Jal says, "Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum," that the one of you or the ones of you that have the most taqwa, those are the ones who are the most noble in the sight of Allah Azza wa Jal. So here we have an obvious method of competing with each other for those who want to be superior and want to be the best and want to be the most noble, that they seek that through being the most conscious of Allah Azza wa Jal, the ones who fear Allah Azza wa Jal the most. And another way that people, seek out nobility is through marriage, right? And that's one of the reasons why people get married. The Prophet ﷺ, he says that a woman can be married for four, and one of them is for her nasab, for her lineage, and vice versa as well, that a woman can marry a man who will she will ascend in her lineage due to marrying. And so the Prophet ﷺ, when people get married, they marry for these different things, and you see it all the time, right? A woman will get married to a prince and she'll become a duchess, or she'll become a princess. A man will get married to a very noble family and he'll become the governor. All of this happens all the time. Now, a beautiful verse in the Quran, if there's anyone who would become noble because of their marriage, then it would be the wives of the Prophet ﷺ. Absolutely, right? Even then, Allah Azza wa Jalla says to the wives of the Prophet, "Ya nisa an-nabi, lastunna ka-ahadin min an-nisa." He says, you are not like any of the women. And that's true. There's no one like them in their nobility, in their loftiness, in their position of being the wives of the Prophet ﷺ and having the opportunity to be his wives in Jannah, in the highest part of Jannah. And so Allah Azza wa Jal still places a condition that you are not like any of the other women in ittaqaytun, if you have taqwa. And that verse, to me, I just love it, because it's this concept of taqwa comes even in that place, and it shows the consistency of the messaging of the Quran. That if it was from anyone other than Allah, there would have been some contradictions, there would have been some discrepancy. But this consistency in messaging just shows that this is not coming from anyone except from the Lord of the worlds. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us of the muttaqeen.